Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadowed City podcast. This is The Shadows Within, and this is a very, very special interview. A man I have had on here before, the Kiwi killer, John Smith. And lately, he's been doing a lot of best of seven series, but I don't think we could just call him best of seven. We'll call it the best of series. Against many great legends of the sport of professional wrestling. And we are going to have the list right here of the matches that he's had so far with three individuals and his upcoming ones with many others. He also has a company called Sean Hub Wrestling. And also, I got me a new black cap after so long. Happy to have this back. I missed this thing. A new one, and I also got a gray one upstairs. Very happy for that. But I hope everybody's having a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, where we all may be. Let's see if it will let me at him first try. First try, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hello, sir.
Shit. Hello.
The Kiwi killer himself. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty exhausted, but seen better days.
Yes, you've had yourself quite of an experience as of late. You've been putting your body on the line to get some of the biggest legends in the sport of pro wrestling.
Yeah, I've been giving them a bit of a run for their money, and yeah, it's been quite a challenge. Quite a challenge, I can tell you that.
You call these the best of seven series, but as I can say before we get into that, I think you could also agree when I say it's not just seven matches that you compete in with certain individuals. I call it the best of series. That's what I'm calling it, the best of.
Yeah, it's not as easy as what it makes it sound to try go 7-0, and well, if you look at the one that I did with Adam Copeland, we did a total of 11 matches. So, yeah, it's been very difficult, and well, yeah, it doesn't really get to the whole point of best of seven. It's kind of like the best of 11 at the moment.
Yeah. And this started with what I can say John Cena.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
And in that best of seven, you had a regular singles match, which went to you. The second matchup was a 2 out of 3 falls, which John Cena won. You had a third special guest referee, AJ Styles, and you won that one. You had a mixed tag match, John Cena and Eve Torres versus yourself and Tiffany Stratton, with you and Tiffany walking out victorious. Then you guys had an Extreme Rules, which you won. You had a steel cage, which you won, and you had a Hell in a Cell, which you won.
Yeah, the the matches that I didn't really write down what I wanted to do, what I had planned. It was just going on the fly. And then while I was making different matches after that, that's when I knew, well, I can really play with all these different matches and see what the outcome is as well. Um, yeah, that best of seven series of John Cena, I'd probably say my favorite would have had to be the Extreme Rules match
Okay.
because it was such a banger of a match. It was kick out after kick out. It was weapon use after weapon. It was move after move, reversal after reversal, and you could see the scars building up on each other. And it was just an absolute balling match.
Indeed. And they were all wars. Like, John Cena may have just got one win, but then that just set you up for what was to come.
Yeah, he came out swinging, man. Yeah, it was a different sort of scene that you would see from the first couple of matches, and he won the second one. It was like, right, I've really got to pick up the pace a bit. But the Kiwi Killer just does what he does and locks in and doesn't let anything slip away from him.
And going into that, before we get to your next best of series, you introduced your Sean Hub Heavyweight Championship. What was the reasoning for that?
I wanted to have my own title for my show. Like, I couldn't just go ahead and like take, oh yeah, I'm going to take the undisputed WWE Championship. I wanted to have something that was mine and that I created, and something that I wanted to represent my show and have the best champion to hold that. And like, I remember someone saying that he interviewed, you want the championship to look attractive and people want to like get in and see it as well. So that's where the whole design of it also came into, is I wanted something that would catch the attention of everyone as well.
And it is a beautiful championship, and you introduced it against your series in Adam Copeland, which you did say was practically a best of 11. And we can start off by talking about your regular matchup that kicked us off between you and Adam, where you won.
Yeah, the I while I was watching it, I honestly thought that Adam was going to win that match because he was just so in and out and very quick with all of his moves and reversing everything that I had to throw at him. But at the end of the day, the Kiwi Killer does what he does. It depends. Doesn't matter if you're his idol or not. He will still do what needs to be done to get the win over anyone.
And next up was a 2 out of 3 falls, which Adam Copeland won.
Yeah, it really got to the sudden death when it was 1-1 and 2 out of 3 falls, and it was like, right, we need to process this and push the buttons a little bit. And yeah, Adam picked up the win. That was another good, very good match.
Next up was a no holds barred, aka a New Zealand street fight, where Adam Copeland won again.
Yeah, the New Zealand street fight is it's something that I wanted to have. Like, we've seen places that have done like the Tokyo Death Match or the Chicago street fight or like a Christmas sort of street fight. I wanted one that was New Zealand, so that's why I got like a bunch of the things that you'd see on the roads or anything like that. And yeah, Adam beat me at my own fucking game.
You came back with a win in this one, a Texas death match where you won.
Yeah, or what we would call the Kiwi Killers, the king of death matches. This is another one of the Kiwi Killers playbook that he knows where he can work anyone really, and he knows all the different little tricks in that. But like, yeah, that was, I would say, a good match, but not an overall great one. That probably could have been better, but a win's a win when you're doing a best of 7 series, especially against someone with the big career like Adam Copeland.
Then you had an ambulance match where you won.
Yeah, as I say, a trial and error with different matches that I wanted to do. It was a toss between the casket and the ambulance I wanted to do. Um, yeah, the ambulance matches are quite fun in the game. I've been in a couple myself, but yeah, the ambulance match was gnarly. The dive that Sean did onto Adam Copeland and missed. Um, that would have stung a little bit, but the strength advantage and stamina wise, the Kiwi Killer had that match locked down too.
You had also a last man standing where Adam Copeland won this one.
Yeah, that last man standing one was pretty gnarly too. We had blood going everywhere. We were bruised up. We threw everything at each other. But yeah, Adam was the last man standing in that match. It was an absolute great match. That one was.
Then you had a 2 out of 3 Hell in a Cell where Adam Copeland won again.
Yeah, you can never doubt the rated R superstar Adam Copeland. He's always got little tricks, especially for a veteran and what he is. He's always got little tricks in his book. He knows pretty much everything there is about this game, and the Kiwi Killer probably wasn't very happy with that, especially since it's kind of his match that he's very dominant in, and someone else beat him at his own game, and it was again another sudden death round in that 2 out of 3 falls match where it was 1-1, and Adam got thrown off the top of the Hell in a Cell, and he just got back up and keep fighting, and it didn't phase him at all.
And then you had, right after that, a 30-minute Iron Man Hell in a Cell, which you won.
I've been pushing for one of those matches for a long time throughout the E-Fed that I've been in, and I was like, well, guess what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it on my own show. And so I did it on my own show, and I can tell you what, those bruises and the blood everywhere spilling, the amount of times that the cage walls were broken, the roof was broken, it was a war inside and outside the cell. It was pretty gnarly.
Hell yeah. Tables match where you won.
Yeah, that was, I would say, very quick. It was a very quick match, that one was. I honestly thought Adam was going to win that because the table TLC matches are his match that he invented. But, the Kiwi Killer's always got different ways of doing different things, and he can adapt to any match whenever he needs to. So, yeah, the Kiwi Killer walks out with the victory again.
In a steel cage match where you won.
Yeah, you could tell I like a lot of cage matches and a lot of violence ones to put on my stream. Um,
Indeed.
the steel cage match, you just lock two people in, you can escape, or you can just stand in there and fight. If I stand correctly, I'm pretty sure I tapped them out. Or did I pin
Yes, you
him?
do.
I tapped them out. Okay, yeah. Um, you know, I was thinking about instead of like, I was thinking about doing the fight pit match. But a normal steel cage match is always fun too. I was so gutted that there
But
was
then
no
again, somebody
diving off
could
the.
climb out at
Yeah,
times.
I was so gutted that no one jumped off the cage to onto someone because that would have been pretty fucking cool. Um, but overall that steel cage match was pretty good. There was a lot of submissions used, and you can really see like the MMA background, the Kiwi Killer, and how technical Adam is with his wrestling too.
Indeed. You're also known as the Brawler.
Yeah, well, used to be.
And then the final matchup in the series was where the Sean Hub Heavyweight Championship was on the line in a TLC, where you walked out victorious, ending the series at U7 at Adam Ford.
Yeah, I did a lot of matches that I was really good at, and then I did some that he was also good at. But as a learner looking up at his idol, and then we're like, well, fuck it, we'll do a TLC match. So, and of course, for the first time ever, we're going to crown the first ever Sean Hub champion, world heavyweight champion. And well, as everyone says, you want the best in your company to represent your company at honestly, I am happy with the decision of the Kiwi Killer walking out victorious. A lot of tables broken, a lot of chairs being thrown around, a lot of kendo sticks broken. The last match had to be chaos, and indeed it was chaos.
Most indeed. And then your next best of seven series, you took on what some people would consider the king of Lucha Libre, the ultimate underdog, Rey Mysterio, who came close to beating you in this best of five series.
Yeah, I had to run a little bit short because, well, my controller was dying and I was pretty tired. So I decided that we are going to run short for that stream, and even for a short stream, it still was very, very good.
Oh, yes, it was. And to kick us off, you seem to do these in all of your best of series, which I think is a great way to start it off. You had a regular matchup, and Rey Mysterio won.
Yeah, I was lost the words with that. I honestly thought I was winning, but shit happens. One little slip up, and for someone that's a bit more bigger than Rey Mysterio, you can't let that little high flyer get in and out and under you. So yeah, honestly, he is probably without a doubt one of the greatest luchadors, if not the greatest luchador of all time. And any time that you share a ring with a legend, it's always an honor too.
And then the next one was a Texas Death Match, which you won.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an advantage when you're a little bit bigger than your opponent. You have the groundwork, you have the strength and all that. And the Texas Death Match was, ideal for this match because a little person versus big person, but it is the ultimate underdog versus the Kiwi Killer. So, anything could happen. They threw it all at each other, but ultimately the Kiwi Killer walks out victorious.
Next up was a New Zealand street fight where Rey Mysterio walked out victorious. It seems like these men that you face are walking you in that New Zealand street fight, but you put up a hell of a war. There is no doubt.
Yeah, it's not fun when you get beaten at your own game. Um, yeah, in that street fight, it is meant to be like the Kiwi Killer's blood and soil in New Zealand using his weapons that you he'd use on the street and all that. But, ultimately the underdog walks out victorious and everyone seems shocked because it was the Kiwi Killer's match in his home turf and the little luchador walked away victorious.
And Bullet just commented saying, "This is my first time seeing a Kiwi on the podcast. He is the Kiwi Killer, Bullet."
Oh yeah, if you don't own a Kiwi Killer by now, you should by now. One time All Star Pro Wrestling National Heavyweight Champion. One time All Star Pro Wrestling Fight Night Champion. What else is there? One
You've
time
also held
KCW
stuff in
Triple Crown
KCW.
Champion. KCW X Division Champion. KCW King of the Castle Champion. When Worlds Collide was a thing, Worlds Collide one half of the tag champs. I've been there, I've done it all, I've faced the best, I've done it all.
I am from the downland under, is what he said.
Oh, so you're an Aussie guy. All right, all right. We're not having a Pavlova argument right here, okay?
Oh boy. Maybe we'll see Bullet versus the Kiwi Killer in the future.
Oh,
Would love to see that. And going back to
yeah.
your best of five, you had a 2 out of 3 Hell in a Cell, which you won. It's the score is 2-2 at this time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. When I got to 2-2, it gets a bit iffy. It's like, do I want to do the last match now? Do I want to do it after the next one? But yeah, the 2 out of 3 falls Hell in a Cell match is designed to test people in the ring to maybe we could book an IZW. Well, hey,
Are
if the
you in
Kiwi,
ICW?
I don't think so.
That's Jack Graves' show, Impact Zone Wrestling.
No, I'm not. I might have to reach out, but mate, as soon as we sign that dollar deal, mate, first match, I got you, man. We'll run it. Um, yeah, well, oh yeah, the 2 out of 3 falls Hell in a Cell match is designed to test a person's ability to adapt, to be able to get in and out quick, to see what buttons they will push and how far they will push their body to go, and especially when you put it inside Hell in a Cell as well, because that is without a doubt the most violent structure there is in the WWE or any wrestling world.
Indeed, indeed. And last up on this best of five was for the Sean Hub Heavyweight Championship in a 30-minute Ironman Hell in a Cell, which you won, capping the series off with you three and Ray two.
Yeah, maybe before the next best of seven, we might run one more match back and a non-title, just straight up one-on-one to see who the real baddest man is. But that was, I would say, another level. How violent it got to. Like there was no weapons were used, and it was straight boots to asses, punch to face, and just pure violence as well. Like they were fighting for probably 10 minutes on top of that steel cage, and that's where all the chaos happens. And indeed, there was some fucking chaos up there. And ultimately, the Kiwi Killer walks out victorious and retains the title. But credit to the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio, for putting up a fight with a very close game. And yeah, it was very close at the end, but the Kiwi Killer does what he does, dominates everyone that stands in front of him, and walks out with victorious and still champ.
Indeed, you are. And then I have a whole list of people that you are wine in the face. And I guess we could talk about the first one, the Viper, the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
Yeah, a lot of these are idols for the Kiwi Killer, and when you put someone up against a big legend like that, you gotta have the matches, you gotta have the career behind you to step up to someone like Randy Orton. And Randy Orton, without a doubt, first ballot Hall of Famer, but when you step in the Kiwi Killer's land, you best believe he ain't walking out the same.
And you're also going to be taking on the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the straight edge savior, the best in the world, CM Punk.
CM Punk has been a family favorite of my family growing up, and he is my mum's favorite wrestler of all time. And when the Kiwi Killer and the best in the world go at it, we're really going to find out champion versus champion who really is
Um,
what.
we're leaving now, so I was putting roach in here.
Yeah.
Sean, yeah. It's very hot in here.
Right.
Hey,
So, yeah. So the Viper. Oh, g'day, doggy. Lie down. Yeah. The best in the world is really going to see. We're going to see who the real best in the world is when the Kiwi Killer goes one-on-one with CM Punk.
And Bullet says he would love to see you versus Pentagon. I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
I'd love to see that, and I probably need to get the DLC pack where Penta is in. But yeah, Penta is one that I am wanting to get. Um, and yeah, Pentagon would be an amazing series. Like, the Kiwi Killer isn't a high flyer, but when he needs to be a high flyer, he will be a high flyer.
I've seen you fly a couple times.
Oh yeah, I've seen myself fly a couple of times too, especially.
Well, I would
Yeah,
hope that you see yourself flying.
yeah.
Next up is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The current undisputed WWE champion. Again, another champion versus champion match. You know, Cody Rhodes, the face of the WWE, and Sean, the Kiwi Killer, is the face of New Zealand wrestling and the face of Sean Hub. So when these two men collide, you know, it is going to be an absolute lot of grueling matches to see who is really the face of the wrestling world.
I would like to see the Kiwi Killer, Sean Smith versus Insidious in a casket match. I think you have dealt with Insidious before, haven't
Ooh.
you?
Who's Insidious? That's.
He's the clown. He's been in case he ran Worlds Collide.
I think I ran him once. That was probably at the start of my career. I can't remember that far back. I may have, but I may have haven't. You know, there's a lot of people that the Kiwi Killer still needs to lay hands on, like CJ Frost. Fucking ugh.
Good luck with that one, sir.
Yeah.
Next up, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, who is known to be retiring soon from WWE and wrestling as a whole.
Yeah, you know, I want to give him a run for his money before the chance isn't there. And the fact that he is probably one of the best in ring at the moment. He the stuff that he's done in WWE, TNA, the Indies, New Japan, he is such a big name. And for the Kiwi Killer, Sean Savage Smith, who's travelled overseas and come back home to wrestle, you know, and he's jumping in and out of his home country in America to fight, you know, you put the two similar together and you would say they're quite similar with the careers. And, you know, AJ Styles, a big name and one of the best in the ring, but the Kiwi Killer is also a big name and one of the best as well. So when you put two to two together, you're gonna see some magic. And after what we've seen with AJ Styles and John Cena, you know, yeah, there's no denying what AJ Styles can still do.
It looks like Bullet also wants to see you face Y2J. He is a big name Bullet. That is correct.
He is a big name. If he comes to WWE, then we might consider it. We
I
might
heard that there's
consider it.
possibility about him entering the Rumble or even getting a Hall of Fame run.
Yeah, I'm hoping he does come back because I know he's announced that he does want to retire at some point. But yeah, if Jericho comes back to WWE, man, I could see him facing off with so many people and running back some AEW feuds that with people over there.
Welcome, the final boss 23. Welcome, sir. Yeah, he said that Bullet just said that Y2J's return got confirmed. Well, we will see if that's true, Bullet. We will see when the day comes.
Well, Saudi is a big place and shit always happens there. So if he comes out at Saudi, then yeah, we'll see. We'll just wait and see on that one.
Next up, Kenny Omega.
Yeah, you want to see some magic? You watch Kenny Omega compete in a squared circle. I've seen the match between the Kiwi Killer and Kenny Omega before, and it was amazing. It was reversals. It was a straight up fight. It was violent. It was messy, but it was also so great as well. And that's what I'm trying to bring out with this best of seven series that I'm doing, is to bring out magic in the E-Fed world with actual wrestler characters, and then plus all of us E-Fed guys, and we're like, well, there's ideas that we can throw off of each other. Kyle Fletcher would be a good one.
That would be. And next up
Um,
on the list, Will Ospreay.
as much as I admire Will Ospreay, and I've been close, very close to meeting him before, um, he is without a doubt probably, as much as I hate to put AJ Styles or Adam Copeland down, he is probably one of my favorite wrestlers of all time currently at the moment. His matches would be, in AJ Styles' words, phenomenal with me. Um, he's very, I'm going to do anything to get the win, and doesn't matter whether you're a big guy or a small guy, he'll still make magic with you.
The big dog, the Roman Empire, the only tribal chief, the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns.
That is really a blockbuster match. A big star like Roman Reigns, who's probably one of the greatest of his generation, stepping in the ring with the Kiwi Killer. It's, how would you put it? Everyone wants to see it because a lot of similarities of the looks of the Kiwi Killer do get recognized with Roman Reigns, like the tats, the style, some of the moves as well. And it will be spear versus spear when this match happens.
Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior, the Scottish Masochist, the Scottish Nightmare, the Chosen One.
Yeah, chosen one. That's a bit of a throwback. That is a bit of a throwback. Um, you know, the best heel running at the moment in the WWE. His work throughout 2025 has been fucking amazing. And yeah, as I said, one of the biggest heels at the moment, and why not do the face of Sean Hub Pro Wrestling against one of the biggest heels in WWE, and Scotland versus New Zealand, probably one of the biggest like tackle rugby feuds ever. Um, and why not do it in a wrestling match? You do the Scottish Warrior, the Scottish Nightmare versus the Kiwi Killer. Awesome Theory, that would be a good one too. A young talent like myself as well.
That would be a good one. One for the fans that would love to see two youngins face off.
Mm.
Now, next up, two-time Hall of Famer, a member of D-Generation X, the showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania, the icon, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, and the whole thing of Hall of Famer is in there. The Kiwi Killer wants to take names and all that, and it took a lot of persuading to get Shawn Michaels to Lawless. I reckon the Vision come for the tag team next with Usos. That could be there.
That a friend of
But
yours?
yeah, um, yeah, Shawn Michaels versus the Kiwi Killer. That will have the same first name for starters, but mine spelled differently. But someone who dominated most of the ruthless aggression era in the 90s, early 2000s, and up until 2010 when he retired. he's dominated pretty much most of it and stayed on top, and why not have a big superstar like Shawn Michaels go one-on-one with the Kiwi Killer?
Welcome, Matt G1. He also said, "Be cool if Austin Theory turn on the Vision when Seth come back eventually."
I could see it. Oh, man. We've been waiting for an
Remember,
Austin Theory.
they were part of a group together that Seth brought Austin Theory into.
Yeah, that's right. They were too. Wasn't no the Messiah, something in Messiahs, something like that. But yeah, yeah, we've been waiting for an Austin Theory face turn for how long, and they still haven't done it. They brought him
Last
back
time he was
as
a
a
face
heel.
was in NXT.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll wait patiently for that one. We'll wait very patiently for a face turn on Austin Theory.
Bullet says he would like to see you face Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller, Aussie versus New Zealand. Yeah, again, that would be huge. Well, Grayson Waller did make a return to the indie scene in Australia this year, so you know, um, or Buddy Murphy back in AEW, that would be cool.
Yeah, would be good to see Buddy back. WWE's
Yeah,
best kept secret. When Judgment Day going to split up? They got old now. Oof.
yeah, they got pretty old. They need to break up. Finn needs to. He needs a singles push. He needs a good singles push. Um, but yeah, let's keep going on with the Sean Hubbard. We've got sidetracked.
Well, next up in the list is a tag team partner of Shawn Michaels and DX, The Game, the King of Kings, the cerebral assassin, owner of WWE, Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H is, yeah, again, like Shawn Michaels, a big name in the WWE. Dominated the 90s, dominated the 2000s, kind of dominated the 2010s. But yeah, Triple H is a big name too. Between him and 2009 Randy Orton, probably one of the greatest heels of all time. Um, yeah, Triple H is like a name that I've wanted to face quite a few times as well. Um, and it's the Game versus the Kiwi Killer, the cerebral assassin versus the Kiwi Killer. There's going to be blood. It's going to be a war, and it's going to be fucking epic.
This man, you say, deserves a singles push, and he will not be coming as his usual self in this matchup against you. He'll be coming as the demon, Finn Balor.
Yeah, the demon doesn't get used enough when it feels like it does need it. Needs to be used. Um, the demon versus the Kiwi Killer, like the Kiwi Killer does have a darker side to him too. Um,
I noticed
and
your
but
face paint started to show.
yeah, that was, I wouldn't say really a work. It was an idea that I had. Like I wanted to have a face paint that looked like a New Zealand like Maori tribal design on him as well. That's where the whole face paint idea came on, and I have been thinking about doing a bit of chest and back pieces as well, but we'll work through it and see how we go before we face the demon. We'll trial and error while I'm not streaming, but yeah, the demon, probably one of the greatest, is probably the best version of Finn Balor. Um, he taps into some crazy shit, controlling the arena. Um, I just got to make sure all the turnbuckles are tight on tight, right.
And finally, who I have on my list that you have posted, may he rest in peace, also known as Bray Wyatt, has a much other side to him. He is known, Bray Wyatt was known as the Eater of Worlds, the new face of fear, and he brought out a side of him when he brought back the Firefly Funhouse. I'm talking The Fiend.
Yeah, the Fiend is one of those characters that you really want to get in the ring with because Bray Wyatt was so creative when he made the Fiend, and he was just creative as himself as well, and had all these different ideas. May he rest in peace. Such a big name in the WWE now, and he forever will be. And I want that's where my creative perspective comes in on the EFED world, is watching a lot of his stuff that he did, and that's why when it's storylines, I go as much as I can go without pushing too many boundaries, and that's why my promos are so perfect, and then that's why all the stuff that I do for storylines is on point because of a lot of the stuff that he did that I've watched and studied on, like, right, I could turn this into that. But yeah, Bray Wyatt, a big name that you want to face if you were in the WWE or even not in the WWE. It's a big name that I've wanted to face for a long time, and I'm just glad I have the platform to be able to do it.
Bullet's gimmick is based on Demolition, a great tag team, and also he said to name KO, which can only stand for one thing, Kevin Owens. Have you ever thought about facing him?
Yeah, he's been up on the list along with Sami Zayn, along with a lot more other people as well. I've got a list of people that I want to do. But there is one name that I'm going to add to your list too.
Okay.
He turned John Cena heel. He is the final boss, the People's Champion. The Rock will be having the best of 7 series with the Kiwi Killer.
When you say that he turned him into the bad guy, you know who predicted? Oh, by the way, Joe Lemon, welcome. You know who actually predicted John Cena's heel turn long ago, if you remember? Bray Wyatt.
That's right, he did too back in 2014. That is right, yes.
Yes. And also, he revealed it also in that cinematic match that they had at WrestleMania.
The Firefly Funhouse, that was pretty fucked up. But yeah, the likes of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, those are two people that I do want to verse as well. Damian Priest is in that mix as well. Um, Maybe the deadbeat son, Dominic Mysterio as well. Yeah, there's still a lot of names that I want to do as well. Penta is one of the main ones that I want to do as well. Um, it's just you got to have a time frame on how many you want to do it. Like I did 2 streams yesterday because when I did Adam Copeland a couple of nights ago, I wasn't up on Twitch, so I had to redo him. And I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll just do Rey Mysterio too. So then we're doing the Kiwi Killer versus CM Punk this Sunday, and then next Tuesday we will be doing the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
That'll be good. Have you thought about any intergender best of series against any ladies?
Yeah, there's one name that stands out, and that's Rhea Ripley. That would be a good one. I have thought about a couple of others too. Tiffany Stratton would be one.
Who you teamed up with?
Yeah, who I teamed up with. You know, they're 2 big names in WWE right now. Tiffany Stratton, one of the longest women's champions of all time. Rhea Ripley, well, she's just Rhea Ripley. Mummy's always on top. But I also do want to verse, or who I'd say is my favorite diva female wrestler of all time. Had to retire in early 2018 to a neck injury. Shockingly came back to wrestling in AEW. Contract is up with AEW, awaiting a return. Would be Paige, aka Saraya.
Okay. Anybody from TNA you're maybe wanting to face?
There's a couple of names that stick out. Joe Hendry would be fucking funny. It would be funny. But another, like, one of the big names there at the moment would be Mike Santana. Matt Cardona, Nick Nemeth. Oh, there's another one that's not really TNA, but he pops up, and that's BDE. Is Paige in Australia? She must be. Oh, she popped up for a show, I'm pretty sure.
You said Max Santana, Matt Cardona, BDE, and who else did you say?
Nick Nemeth.
How about Moose, said by Bullet?
Moose would be cool. And actually, speaking of Moose, I thought of another name before, and that's Obafemi.
Ooh.
Or the young OG, Javon Evans.
Oh.
Those matches would slap. There is another name that I want to do. He came back this year, defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania, squashed John Cena at SummerSlam 2014, used to be a Paul Heyman guy, and that is the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's big names. There's those big names that I want to do. That's why I'm trying to do 2 streams a week. Just to get all these names in there and fit them in and get them out of the way.
How about Rosemary?
Oh, isn't she that?
She's the crazy clown girl.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that'd be pretty fucked up.
That'd
I
be
reckon
pretty fucked up.
I reckon that's where a casket match would be really good.
Have that be like the final matchup.
Yeah, that would be funny. I wish we could do Inferno matches, man. That would be so cool.
How about anybody from Triple A, maybe?
Mr. Iguana, bro.
I figured you would pick that one.
Yeah, Mr. Iguana would be a good one. Oh,
Ooh, how about Abyss?
dude. Spike me with a wooden board, bro. I'll still get back up. What's that? He's that little dude. Dom beat him for the AAA Mega Championship.
Wasn't he in Lucha Underground?
He's in Lucha Underground, but he's also in AAA.
Masquerita Sagrada?
No.
You're talking the little guy, right?
No, not the tiny guy that Omos threw around. Starts with V. Valkango?
Oh, Vikingo!
Yeah, him. That would be cool.
Nice.
That man just all he does is flips. All he does is flips.
Got quite a list here.
But yeah, the Kiwi Killer's also been tearing it up on the E-Fed world too. He just knocked off the general manager of All Star Pro Wrestling.
I shall review that show tomorrow, actually.
That was the PLE, The Reckoning, that we did it. We were meant to do...
Oh! Yes, I did see that. That was a great show, by the way.
Yeah, it was meant to be a Texas death match, but it turned into a 2 out of 3 falls, no DQ, no count out. And man, I whooped some ass in that match, man.
Have no doubt. Yes, you did. I saw it from start to finish. The whole show was amazing. Your match was also awesome.
Yeah, and like the other work that I've been doing too. I was in a five-way superstar gauntlet match for the BWC No Limit Raw Undisputed Championship,
Ooh,
and I came out third, beat the guy that was already in there. Then Rob came out at entry number 4. I got my ass whooped.
Rob, you're talking the dog, right?
The dog Rob Anderson, yes, the man
Who you've
that
had a
I've never beaten.
long storied history with.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were meant to have the final match in All Star Pro Wrestling, which I thought we did. We were still getting booked everywhere else. Um, but man, we pushed that match. I hounded the general manager for to do that match. Yeah, we did a 2 out of 3 falls Chicago street fight at Legacy 2, the All Star Pro Wrestling pay-per-view. And man, we tore the house down. Um, yeah, at the end of the match, we were fighting in the crowd, and amongst the crowd. Um, we had blood spilling everywhere. We went all at it. That was probably my favorite match of the year. Um, and if the EFED did matches for the year nominees, that would have to be one of them.
Apparently, you have Face Bullet in BWC The War Games where you teamed with the Red Wolves.
I've never teamed with the Red Wolves before. Hell
Um,
no.
Wait, so you've never teamed with them?
I've never teamed with the Red Wolves ever.
Well, Bullet, I think you might be mistaking him for somebody else. But you
Yeah,
are in
you probably
BWC,
are.
right?
Yeah, I'm at BWC. I'm on No Limit Raw.
Also, you're in IWA. I've heard you've been talking with the owner about some big things that you're going to do there. Like, what's next for Kiwi Killer there? Can you give us some insight?
Um, you know, I watch back a lot of WWE stuff, and I watched the John Cena Open Challenges,
Okay.
and that's where the idea came of the Kiwi Killer Open Challenge. Anyone could step up to face the Kiwi Killer. It's an opportunity to face a big name like myself and just to test me to see if I can still go with some of the big names, and so everyone can see that I really am champion material and I am a main eventer as well. But it's also to get some of the newer guys up and give them a chance to step up.
Congratulations to you,
And
Bullet, that you're on both brands in BWC. And I do see what you're saying, Mr. Smith. I do see that. And I have a particular question of my own accord being after you're done with your best of series, are we actually going to see the company Sean Hub Pro become an actual company again? Not saying that it's not a company now, but will there actually be other people from the EFED community joining up? And will you have like weekly shows? Will you have monthly shows? Like, what is that plan for that?
the plan is by when 2K26 starts up, the plan is to Sean Hub will be an EFED show where EFED wrestlers will be a part of it. It will be weekly shows, and every month will be a PLE. Um, Depends on how big of a roster I do. Some PLEs might be 2 months. But we're going to go into yeah, 2K26 will be the year that Sean Hub goes into the eFeed world as a major brand.
Hell yeah. I can't wait for that. I'll do my best. I will do what I can to help you support it and throw out the content.
Yeah, all the advice that I've been getting from everyone, especially Jag, I've been messaging him a lot to see like what I can do and all that, and a lot of people have been very helpful with me making my shows and what I can do to bring in like viewers and that. Um, yeah, it's been very helpful. But yeah, 2026 will be the year that Sean Hub Pro Wrestling will become a brand and it will really show we're the best wrestle.
Hell yeah. I can't wait for that. And those were really what I had to go over with you, my friend. That I had is, do you know of anything you have coming up in the eFed world or even on the pro wrestling side of
Um,
things?
the eFeed world. Oh, this is well breaking news kind of. Um, All Star Pro Wrestling, the next pile driver card will be my last pile driver match.
What?
I will be switching over to Havoc and testing out some of the
Wow.
new guys over there. Um, BWC got nothing going on in there, no storylines. Um, Boston Championship Wrestling, I am going on 2.5 months, I think, as BWC Submission Champion, or be Boston Championship Wrestling Submission Champion at the moment. Um, I think I've defended the title twice and retained. I think there might be a new opponent for me soon. I think I'm going to talk to the general manager. IWA. Oh, possibly the Kiwi Killer Open Challenges starting soon. Um, KCW, man. Um, Hopefully that comes back soon. I know Jake has had a lot of personal stuff go on this year, and it's really um, been quite hard on him. And wish I wish him all as well, man. I've faced Johnny Superkicks before, actually, Bullet. Um, he beat me for my King of the Castle championship and took it off me. Um, but yeah, I can't wait for KCW to come back, Global Impact to come back. Um, Apart from that, I don't think I've done anything in Dragon Pro Wrestling. I don't think I've even made a return yet. Um, but pretty much a lot of the major ones I've been doing quite a bit of stuff in. Um, yeah, so that's really all my EFID stuff. Oh, Mayhem's back, bro. Mayhem's back.
Yeah, Mayhem is back, Bullet, not KCW. You're on Mayhem. I don't know if I think Sean is on Global.
Yeah, I'm on Global Impact. Um, Global Impact isn't back yet. Can't wait for that to come back though. There's so much stuff that needs to be catched up on, but good things take good time. And
Bullet, Bullet, Big T does not run KCW.
no, he runs KCW Mayhem.
Yeah,
The dog Rob Anderson runs KCW Global Impact.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, can't wait for Global Impact to come back. So much stuff. Yeah, there's more on the horizon for the Kiwi Killer. We don't know what the future holds. Um, but yeah, there's still some names that need to get some boots to asses. But yeah, the Kiwi Killer's still going. He's still pushing. He's still jumping over shows and all that. And, you know, he's been whooping some ass. He's been whooping some big ass.
Yes, you have, sir. And I can't wait to see you thrive going forward. And those are really everything I had to go over. I hope you have a great rest of your night, or what is it, daytime where you're at, nighttime?
Sunset's going down now. So yeah, it's evening, nighttime.
All right. Kiwi Killer versus Big Lou. I think that's actually happened quite a few times, right?
That's happened quite a few times.
Yeah.
And about a month or so ago, I whooped his ass and cheated to win too because I put my foot on
Yeah.
the ropes.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, man, thanks for giving me the opportunity to come down and look, honestly, welcome to promote the shows and whatever and promote any cards that I have coming up. And yeah, go for gold, man. Yeah, your work that you're doing with all these interviews in your IWA war rooms is pretty good and great at the moment, enjoying watching them and all that. And I'd love to get you to be able to push my best of seven series as well.
The honor is all mine. And once you were telling me about it, I'm always happy to help you out in any way I can be. And I almost forgot. I know the last time we were on here, you were talking about possibly joining a pro wrestling company outside of this, if I recall.
Yeah, that's still in the working at the moment. I'm still training. With being the Christmas break, training's off at the moment, but yeah, we're working on it. We've got our first ever Hall of Fame ceremony on January 10th. That me and my partner will be attending. Can't wait for that. And yeah, so we're getting into the pro wrestling world itself. So running an e-fed, doing pro wrestling and personal life, three different sections.
Personal life is important. Make sure you take care of that, my friend.
Oh yeah, we will be.
It's good, brother. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and thank you for coming on.
No problem, man. Thank you for all your work that you've been doing and allowing me to come on your show. And just remember, everyone, this Sunday, CM Punk versus the Kiwi Killer Best of Seven series.
And Tuesday is you versus who?
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, will be happening this Tuesday.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. And he's the Kiwi Killer. I'm Larry. I hope everybody has a great day. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Wherever we all may be. Peace out.
Doses.